Hello, YouTube gamers. This is Aro from N2 Mobile Games, where we're into mobile games, bringing more Clash Royale. I have made it to Arena 7, Royal Arena. That happened basically last time I streamed. I had to put it down for a couple of minutes to basically pick my head up, make sure that I was walking into a new arena with like a clear head. I have not changed my deck. I did manage to get to level 8 in my XP, so my towers are just a little bit more meaty, which I really appreciate. The easiest way to get XP and gold in this game is basically coming to your clan and going, donate, donate. At least that's the way I feel about it. You get plenty of cards you aren't necessarily going to use, and so long as you don't use the exact same deck as everybody in your clan, you should get a clan, trade cards in your clan, request cards, and throw cards as much as possible. You'll make everybody happy, including yourself, and, essentially you're going to get to a higher level tower deck or XP for your towers and for your main king. Honestly, that's what's helping me. I feel like the most over time is the fact that that XP goes up and I don't get snagged on that without having to just unload on waiting for time to basically XP up. We're gonna go into Royal Arena. I've got a crown chest to achieve. I'm at 2052. Let's hope I don't slide right out of this. No real opener except for Tesla, which is okay. There's a Hog Rider. Tesla will be well used. See if we need to... Ooh, yeah, we definitely need to use a Skeleton Army. They use Zap. Hopefully we can get some minion bullshit just directly on top of them. That would be amazing. Okay, so there's a Fireball. Hog Rider's going to go the long way. He's going to take double arrows. Good for them. Their Fireball usage there was pristine. God knows if it was intentional, but that's what happened. If you can use a Fireball like that consistently, you're probably way better at this game than I am. Okay, they use a pump. Let's get to it. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to do freeze on this. I want to get max damage. We're going to throw Spear Goblins directly afterwards. And then we basically have to chill out now. We used a whole bunch of elixir. We did a really good job. Ooh, okay, so this is going to get gutsy. Tesla is in range of the laser. I was hoping for it to take out that instead. I'm waiting on the zap to just ruin my day right now. But it didn't come, so awesome. We're going to throw Hog Rider again. I feel like they're putting way too much faith in their elixir pumps. They're throwing some units, don't get me wrong, or they're throwing some defensive towers and stuff like that. So they're not playing poorly. I just want to make sure that they don't run me over as far as elixir cost goes. Another elixir pump goes down. How about we throw a giant skeleton? He can fight through them. Can't fight through that, unfortunately. Tesla's going to go down. It's going to take out that tower. We know they use Hog Rider. We're going to be basically risking a lot right now. We're going to wait for basically... the zap is going to come out if we use that. We can't use minions right now. We have to use something else. Hog Rider to distract the hell out of him, because he will. And also we avoided that zap, which is real nice for us. If he gets another hit, then I am super happy. We throw Giant Skeleton. We cycle for Fireball. We win this thing. Now we start playing defensive. Oh, shit. Okay, there's our Fireball. It's going to go straight on their Elixir Pump. That's me being mean. I love being mean. Okay. And that's 11 seconds, and we're done. I too have minions, a horde of them. But yeah, as soon as I saw that they used Zap, and they were using Elixir Pump, I knew that as soon as I see an Elixir Pump go down, I have to throw either Hog Rider or Giant Skeleton down their lane, because if I try to play defense against these guys, they're just going to stop me. I am absolutely fighting a brand of cheap vodka. They did not do so well. How you doing, Akak? You are from the clan. I am going to make you a moderator. Bam. And how you doing, Henrik? I have not seen you on the channel. Welcome. We'll be playing games. That's what we do. 2076. That's got to be my new high. It totally is. So let's just keep going. Let's just hope that we can keep doing this sort of shenanigans on people. And King's telling me I got to keep this up so I can hit Legendary Arena. Absolutely. Yep. 100%. We'll go to Legendary today. Wink, wink. Man, I really wish I could. That would be borderline amazing. So they throw out basically some hard jazz really quick. That's going to go down fast. We are going to throw Spear Goblins to support this. If we can get a freeze on there, nah. Nope, not worth it any longer. We'll hog right on the right lane. Boom, goes the dynamite. Not like killing 2 goblins with a giant skeleton was my plan there. Just, when you get something, you get something. You might as well take it for a ride. Fireball there. Don't even have to worry. Boop, 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 boop. I haven't seen a wizard or anything like that, so I'm not going to keep my fireball. When I know they have a wizard or something really nasty they like to throw for clear in their backline, I like to keep my fireball for that. Just snipe the hell out of them. Just go, oh, you're a wizard? Fireball! And then they die. It's, like, basically my favorite thing. Because wizards behind, like, golems and heavy units like that, that's basically the bane of my existence. I can't tell you how much I dislike that. They also used Fireball. They just used that on my minions, so I'm going to use more minions. As I said, I haven't seen a wizard. Oh, they used both spells. Anyway, back to tactics. Got it. They've got to be a little bit up from us as far as elixir goes. I can't really go on the offense with any sort of like real certainty because I've already seen their deck. It's pretty nasty. But I also don't like wasting elixir, so let's see what they want to throw at this. Honestly, like, we're gonna throw this right here because that'll stop them. Boom! Got enough of them that the tower can push that off. We gotta throw a Hog Rider. Freeze! Oh man, that's gotta hurt a little bit. Okay, and then Giant Skeleton is the perfect solution to this lane. Boom! Another Hog Rider. Another freeze. Another Tesla. And then so long as I get the Giant Skeleton there in time, I'm done. That's it. Bad fireball for me. That was just straight a bad fireball. Like, that's not even a question. I didn't even think that I had my goblins down and they were going to go for them. So that's for me, that's learning experience. That's why you throw stuff even though you're quote-unquote done. Get as much experience learning from how you play and how you would play poorly in situations, and you will be a better player because of it. Akak is at work right now, so he might have to dip in and out. He is keeping the American dream alive. Absolutely, you should be watching YouTube at work if you can get away with it. I salute you, sir. Good job. But yeah. Oh, nice. And Henrik's is Thor. I'm going to call you Thor. I'm not going to just butcher the rest of your name. But so Henrik is Thor. Thor, you can also be a moderator. You guys can all moderate each other. Nobody in here is allowed to talk crap because literally none of you can be thrown out by each other, I don't think. Maybe you can. I don't know. But yeah, so it's good to see clan people swapping on. This is our clan, Android Games. I probably will go through this weekend and look to see if there's any more people that we can toss. Basically, we go down the list. Do you donate? If you don't donate, it is very hard for me to keep you here. I don't care that Mr. Clash at the bottom of my clan only has 611 trophies. I see that he has donated 15 times. That means he is in this game to win. And that's the sort of mentality I need to see out of my clanmates. As I said, we are going to be cleaning this out. If anybody wants to join us, Android Games is our clan. And we are looking to we're looking for everybody to have a good time and to basically get XP and gold off of each other without going, OMG, why should I give cards to that jerk face? I mean, you should give the cards and XP to that jerk face because you don't hate them and because it helps you out. And I like honestly everybody in our clan so far. I haven't seen anybody who's like, I'm rubbing you the wrong way. And like, there's no reason to. It's just a good fun game. And it's a good fun multiplayer environment, which is the crazy part. Okay, and then I'm getting question. Aero, what would you do to get a legendary from Crown Chest or Silver? YouTube. I mean, legendaries. I read up on chests a while ago, like 2 nights back, because I wanted to know personally. Any card can drop in any chest. The only thing that makes the bigger chest special is that they designate how many of each like rare or epics will be in them. Legendary can come at any time. Any silver chest can have anything in it, so long as you're the correct arena. So like I'm level 7 arena. When I open a chest, or I get my free chest or get my crown chest, anything can pop out. Legendary included. I haven't gotten any legendaries. I have everything else but legendary cards in this deck. Boop, 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 boop. I've got a lot of nasty in my deck. I'm willing to throw it out right now. Let's see what we can get. Okay, so he's going that way. I'm going to zag this way. Oh my god. Hog Rider, how are you doing today? I'm doing great, Hog Rider. See you there. His Hog Rider is level 6. And there's the princess. So this is going to be... We got to clean this up. This is getting real nasty on this side. From my knowledge, you can kill a princess straight out by just using any of the spells on her. So we're going to give that a try right now. Because I just want to hit her with a fireball. I don't know how much she costs. I think it's 3. We're doing okay. As I said, I don't know what that card honestly does. So we got to find out. Oh, if I had left that would have been a dead tower. Freeze helped me out tremendously. They're still going to do a lot of damage. Okay. Wow. I can't say I don't like this because that's the sort of shenanigans I want to see, honestly. Like, I know it sucks that I'm the one who just took the hit there, but oh, okay. So this is what that princess is for. Okay, so I throw a Tesla in a normal place. Oh my god, she snipes the Tesla. What a meanie. Okay, I mean, obviously the Tesla goes underground, so she's got to have like an 8 or 9 range. That is super ridiculous. That's going to take care of that. I'm assuming the princess is her AoE clear. There's arrows on top of it. This person is definitely playing a certain kind of deck. I've seen enough AoE that I am willing to throw this out and see what I can get out. Oh, no, they have a bomb. Okay, so freeze... And another freaking princess! Anyway. You know what I think about you, princess? Fireball! Okay, I feel better now. It's evened up. I'm actually sort of in the lead, which is awesome. Oh, that's so bad for me. I am about to get super wrecked. Literally super wrecked. I don't even know what that means. Okay, so this is where this goes, because I want to split them up, let them enjoy my bomb. Tesla goes down, and then what we want is, so we already know what they do, basically. They throw the princess behind. Oh no, that Tesla is not close enough. The only thing we can do here is throw a Hog Rider forward, hope to get real action out of it. Like, real action out of it. We can throw a second Tesla. That's a big precautionary measure. We're probably not going for the win now because of that, though. I'm more than willing to tell you that that ship has probably sailed. Oh my god. No, Hog Rider. No. Okay. So, that hurt. I got no problem telling you that hurt. But, I got to fight against a princess. Which is awesome because I have never fought against a princess. I fought against an ice wizard, and I've certainly fought against 3 musketeers at this point. But I've never actually fought against a princess. I don't really know how they work, and now I've got a much better idea of how they do work. They seem like they're sort of like another one of the wizard characters where I'm going to snipe the hell out of them with a fireball. I just need to make sure that I've got like the good resources for it and stuff. Okay, so defensive option. Meh. Stab. Lasers. Okay. They got a bomb tower. Hopefully that was a lot of their elixir. I've got a fireball to back these guys up. Their arrow is pretty slow, honestly. That's pretty much equal cost right there for a defensive unit. I don't know if that's worth it, but, you know, kind of want to do this. Ooh, I gotta fireball the crap out of that. The only chance it has to survive. Oh my god, get the bear hug. Please get that bear hug. Nah, there's no win. Ah, that's so discouraging. I felt like that had it. I needed maybe a little bit more support, or if I had basically a freeze there, I could have done that too. So that's bad misplay by me. They got a Hog Rider, I got a Tesla. They got some poison. I mean, I think you guys know at this point I love poison. I will eventually play a poison deck. What he was doing right there is super gross. Very unfortunate. Yeah, nothing's getting in. Got it. So, I'm trying really hard not to like run up against full elixir the entire time. The problem I have is that they're playing very passively. They're waiting to counter. I can tell that they're waiting to counter. Somehow I didn't win the minion fight there between my 8s and their 7s. So I think that's just because I put them directly on top of them. Hog Rider. And then I'll take the Tesla even though the freeze would have prevented more damage. Yeah, he's not giving me a lot of options here. This is pretty laid back and pretty lazy, honestly. I'm not feeling like they're really going for the win. I feel like they're looking for me to make a mistake and then for them to capitalize. They're not really trying to do any sort of push in. You know, and so what are we going to do about that? You know, like... Yep, so that's all it was. They were just waiting to basically pot-shot me. That's not surprising. Like, it's not, oh my god, I can't believe it. But I felt like that was a really lazy approach. Yeah, I didn't like that deck much at all. Honestly, that was just them sitting back and going, well, I just want you to come in and get carded by me so I can save up all of my crap. And as soon as you don't have cards... then I'll take it. I'll take the victory with my extremely genius plot of sitting on my ass. Okay, so Tesla goes up. Because I did that, realistically, I'm throwing the fireball because if I had known they were going to throw that elixir pump, I would have thrown basically my I would have thrown my stuff as soon as humanly possible. I would have thrown aggression. I'm almost 100% sure that I've misplayed this one right here. All I got is this horde to save my ass, and it did. Like, good for me. That freeze was not well timed. If I had waited for it to be on my Tesla and my tower, more of their units, that would have been gross, but I didn't. So we've got a situation coming up which will be good for us. I got a Tesla down. I'm going to counter whatever they want with... Oh, God. So they're just taking the slowest route possible. Okay, so... we've got both spells. We might be able to get some damage out of this. Fireball will do more than Freeze will there. And we're kind of just still waiting on... oh, there we go. I too have a giant skeleton, he says. Okay, so they can fight. That's great, etc. I'm not really sure how much of a danger this is. Oh, this is gonna get I'm so stupid. Okay, so that was really bad because basically I threw both of my hordes at the same time arrows were coming out, and I'm sure that I couldn't technically see it before it was happening, but it still hurts when you're like, oh great, the arrows are coming, etc. Okay, so they're throwing more jazz at us. And I apologize for not talking as much. They are making me think really hard. Pretty sure that bomb is on my tower. It is not. That's so crazy. Yeah, so Dark Prince is not something I've actually played against, so I get what he does now. He definitely just destroyed the crap out of my minions. I play a double minion deck, so I can only imagine that makes it really hard to play against a Dark Prince. He's also cost 4 instead of cost 5, so, you know, if you're looking for a cheap knight alternative... Or not knight, a cheap prince alternative. That's what basically the Black Prince is for. Ding, ding, ding. So we're going to keep going. I honestly have not taken down a tower in like 3 matches, have I? That's balls. That's just terrible. I'm on like a crown chest. That's what we're here for. We need to get a little bit thirstier, if you will. I'm playing very passively. And, you know, I can't imagine that's any fun to watch. Oh, that's just super gross. And what's going on, Jesse? Boo, boo, boo. So, I'm trying to intentionally slow this down. They haven't thrown anything in forever. Like, literally forever. We're pretty sure their barbarians are going to come right behind my giant skeleton. I mean, that's literally what they did last time. There they are. Fireball! And then we'll throw this horde. It should take them a while to tangle through that. Not long enough that they're going to save themselves from that bomb tower, which is really unfortunate. Oop, this is getting real bad real quick. Okay, well, that was all around bad still. God. So I'm willing to say that bomb tower is probably irking me a little bit more than it should. It's basically stopping me from being able to do anything. Pretty sure that's just my deck being faulty against this sort of thing. And I don't really know what I could have done to play better against this, which is, you know, not fun to think about, but it's basically the way it went. And then, so question is the Giant Skeleton good? The Giant Skeleton is really good on defense if you use him appropriately, and situationally good on offense, because essentially when he dies, he drops a bomb. And if you get that on their tower, that bomb does not do reduced damage like spells do. So if you have, like, I think mine is level 3, we'll look at it. Screw it. Stats. We're going to look at why I like Giant Skeleton. Death damage is 875. If you bear hug a tower, which is basically the Giant Skeleton dying right in front of a tower, it does 871 damage to that tower. When you do it on defense, like, they throw a whole bunch of crap at you. It's like barbarians and like some other stuff behind it where that's just going to wreck a tower. You throw your Giant Skeleton in front of it, they'll engage, he dies, he blows up for that same damage, he clears the entire wave. Yeah. That is basically what the Giant Skeleton is for. And then, so we're under 2,000 now, doing terribly, etc. I had such high hopes because I won the first couple, but now Royal Arena is just kicking my ass. This isn't surprising. So we're going to throw down the Tesla. We got that coming our way. A Witch behind it is a very strong offensive push. We're going to throw a Giant Skeleton. That's going to basically get in the way of our Tesla. And then, so that's basically the entire left side taken care of. What we need to do now is basically make it so it's worth it. Oh, it did not get the Witch. Okay. And then we gotta freeze. Freeze. You gotta do that as fast as possible if you see... Oh, that wizard. And I didn't have to snipe the wizard there. I think I just was angry because that was a really good freeze and they basically took it from me. I'm up tower-wise. They threw their offense, I threw my defense. It won out. We're going to charge up for basically a Tesla. We're going to play the wait game because we'll also have a Giant Skeleton. Hopefully they'll throw a whole bunch of garbage my way again. And then the basic gist of it is they throw whatever they want. I throw a Giant Skeleton to counter, and then I use all of my extra elixir to throw on another tower. I'll meet you in the middle, buddy. Okay, we need to start throwing elixir now, basically. Oh, that freeze was way too late. Okay, so that got all the things that we really wanted to get. Tesla's going to go here, because that Hog Rider otherwise will go hog wild. Fireball right here, because we can't, honestly, we just can't leave that alive. And then Hog Rider back out. We can fireball the left tower, we just need to get there. Basically is what's going on with that one. We'll throw Giant Skeleton. We're throwing our cheap cards on purpose. Ooh. So there's the freeze for that. Fireball over there. Get that W. And, I mean, that was close. It just, it was handled well enough, I guess is the easy way to say it. I could have froze better in the middle of that match. Could have picked up a lot more damage there. That could have been 2 crowns. But still in it. Okay, and so question is, are we in a clan? More shameless advertising, Android games. If you're interested in joining, I am willing to look through and go, hey, who hasn't donated since, the last time I purged? And I will easily open up a spot for you if you're interested. Basically, drop a comment in chat, and I will know to do as such. Defensive Tesla, go! So that's the freeze that we want. The goblins are going to kill Hog Rider a little bit sooner, but not significantly. We're going to fireball that. Definitely going to fireball that. And Spear Goblins is the best I can do with a short counter. If it gets basically the Hog Rider dead, that's important. He's got more HP than those barbarians do. You don't want basically a heavy or a full life tanking character in front of a whole bunch of minions behind it. They're actually going to do the majority of your damage. And that's basically what he was doing right there. So I'm expecting some sort of large push in front of that wizard. There's a large push right there, Prince, etc. I should have waited longer. That's going to get me in trouble because now I have to make a decision of whether or not that Prince is going to get taken care of. It did. Hog Rider on this side for distraction. Not going to do anything about that. And then Fireball can stay for now. What we're going to do is basically throw a skeleton army at them, see what I can get. It'll get nothing because literally, their positioning right there stops it entirely. Freeze. I'll get a little bit of this. Throw a fireball on top of it. Wipe it out. This time we'll throw way better positioning-wise. And then basically, as soon as this gets in, as soon as the goblins get on that wizard, they'll take him out. We want to throw a Hog Rider in front if we can. We're going to freeze that because that's a problem. We're going to fireball it because it's definitely a problem. Might as well get the tower hits, etc. Put ourselves into a good position, basically, to defend on. We can throw a second Tesla. I'm not against a second Tesla. This is relatively predictable at this point. We're going to throw this minion horde on top of this to get it done faster, and then we're going to throw a Hog Rider, and then we're going to throw a freeze as soon as we need to, which would be now. Boom! That's a G. Yay. So there's a win for us. We're going to stay in Royal Arena just a little bit longer because of that. Good for me. Halfway there to the crown chest. We're looking at 35 minutes right now. Try to do like 45 minutes max of an hour for streams just because I won't play well after the 45-minute mark to an hour mark. It's hard to keep up the concentration that you need to basically push this out. Okay, so if they want to throw an elixir collector there, that means they've already thrown a bunch of their resources that way. So long as we can deal with the crap that they throw at us, which, I mean, this is crap that they're throwing at us, don't get me wrong. Oh my god. No, let me out of there. Get out. Okay, so that was a full wash. It sucks. I got a spear goblin on one of the towers. See if the fireball can clean all this mess up. That's the tower that got in our way the last time we did this. Hopefully we're just not playing against the same deck that we had last time, because that was rough. They know how to use freeze on Hog Rider, good for them. It's a really good use of, honestly. It means they probably also have a Hog Rider, and they probably also have freeze. Okay, they love their elixir collectors, my god. Okay, if they're going to keep doing that, then realistically we have to do something aggressive. Sure. Nope, we can't do anything aggressive now. I don't have the right cards for it. That bomb tower stopped me cold again. Stinks. We'll throw a Tesla. And then, realistically, all we gotta do for this action is throw Horde right now. It'll clean up both sides. Ooh, which means that they get this on me. I am very impressed. Okay, Freeze needs to go right there right now with the Tesla. Gonna throw all my crap at the right lane, cuz. Gonna fireball again, cuz. We're getting just a little bit closer. We have to basically avoid a catastrophic loss. We already know that they have the tools for it. They froze, I froze. We all freeze for ice cream or whatever. Minion Horde's gonna take care of that. Ooh, except for if they zap. So good for them. They're playing really well. I gotta get a Hog Rider out there. I gotta get a Fireball. God, that tower is absolutely going to be the death of me. I have literally nothing to stop this. I can throw this. And Tesla, get there in time. Please. Thank God. Don't want to lose like that. Oh, God! No, seriously, like, I just got done with that tower. How about some more tower? Fireball. God, get effed. So angry. Anyway. Boop, boop, boop. So, here. We'll do this on the fly. Dink, dink, dink. I mean, I straight don't know who this person is. And boop. So, one spot open. If you want it, Jesse, or anybody else who's watching, let me do... Wow, that filled up immediately. How? Oh, no, there it goes. It took a second to update. And then I have no idea who this person is. Actually, no, screw it. We're gonna leave this up. There's a single slot open if you would like it, Jesse. If you want to join a clan, we throw cards. We want you to throw cards. That's all that's required for you to stay in, other than being a decent person. Unless you're playing an online video game against another person, and then we kind of expect you to be a terrible, horrible person and try to win at all costs. But yeah, in chat, decent person. Yeah, I am totally getting hostile, Akak. I gotta drink something. I definitely start feeling the pressure of the swing when you're up at the beginning of basically at the beginning of a fight, and then middle of the fight they start changing their tactics. When out of nowhere I had to fight off 3 balloons in a row, I got pissed. The bomb tower wasn't honestly the thing that pissed me off. It was the fact that I had just had to fight basically that many balloons in a row, and like those balloons were totally gonna wreck my tower. I love balloons. I don't play with them, but they are so destructive because you need an anti-air counter against them, and honestly, they're really good. With something like freeze, they can be super devastating. Oh, that's totally Mountain Dew. And then this is sweet tea. Because damn it, sometimes I need even more sugar than Mountain Dew can give me. So, Ice Heart has joined our clan. If anybody else wants into the clan, please ask in comments and stuff like that. And I can try to make room for you. Do mirror hogs. I tell you what, I'm not going to do it this time, but I will do basically some sort of deck that involves quote unquote mirrors in the next 3 streams. We'll just say I'll take some time to do it properly. They throw a whole bunch of garbage at us. We got to throw a whole bunch of garbage at them. This is optimal garbage. Hog Rider can go. We got the timing for a decent freeze. Depends on what they throw against it. That is not good enough. That is exactly what will stop a freeze. I mean, he still got hits, don't get me wrong. But the whole point is that he did not get all the hits. We're doing okay. I don't have a lot in here that I want to throw. It's all sort of middle expenses, if you will. Okay. This is very preemptive. And then hopefully they've spent enough that they couldn't counter my right or my left side, but they did. Out of that bomb is going to pop a beautiful Hog Rider. Surprisingly, not at all. They also thought that a Hog Rider should pop out of their side too. Their counter is way better than my counter, which is unfortunate. And then I will fireball the rest of that because it needs to be dealt with. They can deal hundreds, if not, maybe not thousands of damage, but if you don't deal with them at all, a skeleton horde does an absurd amount of damage. Like a really, really absurd amount of damage. Okay. This will take care of that side. Freeze. Fireball. Oh, fireball. Oh, fireball. God, that was super gross. So, just so we're clear, freezing then firing ball, or falling on top of it, that was not mine. I did not come up with that. I totally watched Daywall. He was playing basically my deck, and he goes, oh, I'm going to do this now. I'm like, oh, why don't I do that? It is a big help to watch other people play your deck or decks similar to yours. Straight out. Not even a question. Because, yeah, that right there was classic him, or at least what I watched of him playing. I was like, oh shit, I could totally do that too. And it's really useful. Akak says that my sweet tea looks like brandy. Man, if I drank and played this game, you guys would be like, wow, you're a great Arena 4 player. Not that I can't drink, it's that I do multiple things really well. And drinking is definitely a thing. And you should do drinking well if you're going to drink, darn it. Says me. Don't crush me that bad, says the new person that just joined. Okay, so Ice will probably get along famously. Throwing games and stuff like that. Honestly, if you want practice, your friendly matches in your clan is probably a great way to do it. Overtime lasts longer in that, so that sometimes you can get an idea of what strategically might work in a long run. But I don't know. It's just really good practice. You don't lose any crowns. And if you have people you play with that are good, you know, who would have thought? You can practice against good people. We got 3 more for a crown. Are we going to go for a 3-star? God. I haven't done a 3-star win or a 3-crown win in probably 2 or 3 days. Good luck. Have fun. Okay, so we're just going to throw goblins. I mean, I don't have an opener at all. Like, literally no smart opener. So all I'm going to do is throw sticks at them, which amuses the heck out of me. Minion Horde goes there. They probably have the elixir for a real counter. If not... Oh my god, they're crazy. And there's freeze. Nah, that's not a question. That's getting done. We're going to throw a Hog Rider on the left lane. So this was their plan, by the way. Their plan was to throw that golem down and just ace the crap out of me. Good for them. That does work. Oh, it totally works. Okay, so we're going to basically body block as hard as we can. We want the giant, or we want the minions going on there next. No, actually, we want to make sure that those golems don't get to do what they want to do. We got 2 of the musketeers. It's going to be enough. Not fireball. We're going to throw Horde on the left-hand side. If they don't do anything about it, we're going to throw even more. I have no idea why they aren't countering my minion horde, but I will take that as a sign to use it again. Like, that's surprising to me. Oh my god, look at them. I mean, if you're gonna have 2 of them right there, right? God. Anyway. So that's what we were expecting to see. That's going to go out. While they want to throw all of their energy that way, we're going to take their tower. Like, straight out, we are taking that tower. We're going to throw, basically, our counter right there. Fireball right here. Oh, God. Okay, so things need to be dealt with right now, basically. That's the problem. So, golems are really expensive. You see golems with elixir pumps a lot. Jesus. Them taking that tower is completely reasonable. They also use 3 musketeers on top of it. Like, they were really going for a 3-star push if that golem had gone for my main tower instead of my other tower, because that way, basically, both the arrow tower and the cannon tower were attacking it. He could have legitimately 3-starred me super hard. And does freeze stop elixir production from the pumps? Just wondering. I don't personally know that. I know that blowing them up reduces their HP, which reduces their duration. I don't think that, like... No, maybe freeze would. Because if it... I have no idea. The answer is I don't know. How does he have a Golem deck without Fireball or anything? I have no idea how that Golem guy basically has that deck. That is a crazy deck that they were throwing. As I said, they almost 3-starred the shit out of me. That absolutely, all they had to do was basically throw more Golems and stall that fight out, because they were going to get the first tower. I didn't have the second tower. If I never got the second tower, then that would have gone into overtime, and you can't stop 2 Golems in the same lane with any shit behind them. Like, even just goblins with spears is enough to just ruin your day. And then Jesse asks, I have 2,000 gold. Should I save them or should I buy Freeze? Freeze is one of my favorite cards. It is useful offensively and defensively if you know the timings for them. It requires you to think a little bit ahead to make sure that you're going to use it properly. But when you execute it, it basically lets you fully capitalize on basically an offensive push, or it can stop the offensive push from your opponent right in front of your tower, hopefully with defensive units there as well, and they will just beat the crap out of them. That is what it is for. When you see me throw Hog Rider and then a freeze on top of it, it's just because Hog Rider does so much tower damage. He only has one objective, it's tower damage. And he rides in on a hog, so he gets there real quick. And so the idea here is that it's basically the same concept as an open lane with a prince. You want to throw something in there that if they don't counter it, you win. Like, you win hard. But Freeze takes patience. It's a really good card. I would highly advise anybody who doesn't have it already to pick it up if they can pick it up. Yeah, I mean, and quite honestly, that's what the shop is for. Like, I've got Rage in there, 3 Musketeers, and Knight. And if I wanted any of them, I would throw the cash at them. But yeah, I hope that answers the question. Yeah, no, I totally win that. I totally won that king. I definitely beat off 3 Golems and a 3 Musketeer. 3 Musketeers, maybe. So I'm at 2138, highest I've ever been. That guy must have been worth some money or something. I don't know. Let's see if we can get one more crown. That'll basically get us into our crown chest for the day. Jesse, if you want in on our clan, if you aren't ice with a heart afterwards, I will make a spot for you. But you got to leave comments in the chat for me, and that way I'll know to do that. Oh, brother. So we're thinking the Hog Rider might be able to take out... Nah, nothing. Good arrows, good arrows. Okay, so they're looking to basically throw up their elixir. That means that they've got some time before they're going to basically throw their strategy. Dunk, dunk, dunk. Okay, cool. So I've got good placement on most of my units. Explosion, etc. We're going to just basically fight this off. That'll give us enough time to Tesla. They've thrown at least some elixir recently. We'll see what we can manage to take advantage of right here. Nah, we'll save it. We can at least throw this. It basically ruins their elixir economy. I get a free hit on their tower. If they had thrown wizards and stuff like that, I wouldn't have done that because essentially I need my fireball to snipe back line units that way. Ding, ding, ding. And then... So there's the wizard I didn't want to have to deal with. A Tesla will deal with him. And then we're going to throw a Hog Rider, and we do have freeze this time. They've thrown enough elixir recently that I have the distinct impression that we're about to get away with some good stuff. Okay, so we got 23 seconds left. We want to hold it. Hold it. Good counterplay will do everything for us here, honestly. Fireball. Tesla. Gives us a thumbs up. I'm totally going to give him a thumbs up. Good job, buddy. Awesome. So, 2169. There's our crown chest. Let's pop that sucker open. I get 225 gold for opening that crown chest because I'm at level 7. That makes me real happy. I only still get 2 gems, but, you know, it's free gems. There's a bomber. I have 1,000,000 Royal Giants. They're a common card. Knight. Wizard was basically my reward for the day. I don't use Wizard. Wizard's a good card, though. Wizard's a real good card. Legendary hype. I wish I had legendaries. And then, so, just making sure that's you. Bing, bing, bing. I think that's going to be the end of the stream for the day. If you like what I'm doing, like, subscribe, come back. I will totally play more. I try to play an average of every day of the week. Sometimes that means that I don't play any, but sometimes that means I play like 2 streams in a day. As I said, I usually go 45 minutes to an hour max. After that, I start playing like poo. And I hope you guys don't want to see me playing like poo. That just means you're terrible people. So I just keep it, as I said, I keep it to the 45 minutes to an hour range. Leave comments, anything like that. If you want help on decks, leave comments definitely in the basically the video titles, and I will respond back to you. I am certainly no mastermind. I play with only one deck at this point. I have loved this deck for probably 2 weeks, and sure, I'll change it eventually. I probably will never change it. I probably won't. I'll probably just level it up and just crush people into the ground with it, so long as that's how it goes. I thought this was going to be just me getting, like, you know, like crazy and hasty and like super aggressive with this deck, and I was like, there's no way I can play with all the cards that I like. Everybody tells me 4.1 elixir cost is too high, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, whatever, let's just ride it into the ground. And I'm in like Royal Arena, and I'm like, oh, well, this game is awesome. Not only do they not do they let me play what I want, they also don't punish me for not playing quote-unquote smart cards, or by the way the game is played. Developers have already said they prefer offense over defense. I am a big fan of offense over defense because I like winning and I like taking their towers, and so it's not hard for me to like this game. I think it's because of the developers' approach. But yeah, this has been Aro from N2 Mobile Games. We're into mobile games like Clash Royale. I haven't really found a second game that I'm really willing to stream as much as I'm willing to stream this one, because I have so much fun playing this game. Like, I have fun playing with people. I don't mind like people throwing out comments and silly stuff like that while I'm playing. I personally think it breaks it up a little bit. It gives me some time to think. I can jam out like matches back to back, but having more people to like interact with does legitimately make the time when I'm streaming more fun. So please come back, subscribe to my channel, etc., and I will happily continue to push this out. Thank you, everybody. Have a nice day.